ma'am.
Hello, ma'am. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yes, ma'am. I am also good. Looking forward for the day two session.
Yes. Dear audience, here we are with day two of Be Internet Awesome. So, let's start our session with our introduction. I am Mukta Sablo, founder and leader of GEG Ghaziabad. I'm a Google certified trainer and I'm the founder and leader of GEG Ghaziabad. I am Bakelit certified, Bansi Explorer, Cami certified, and book certified author. So, good evening and welcome once again for day two of Be Internet Awesome. Over to you, Sundar.
Hello, everyone. We welcome you all for the day two and the second module of Be Internet Awesome program, where we will acquaint you with the next two modules of this program so that you are able to become an Internet Awesome educator for your learners. So, this is a quick introduction of mine, and those who are joining us for the first time, maybe they were not able to attend the last session. So, we are all passionate technology experts like all of you, and we also believe that technology can bring a change in the classroom, but we have to be very, very particular about how children are using technology in the classroom and in the outside world, which is really important. And that is why we have come up with this session for all of you. Be Internet Awesome. And today we would like to start with the session two, wherein we are going to introduce two modules. Last class, we introduced the first module with you. And today we are going to acquaint you with the next two modules of this program. And we would like to start the session with this interesting video. So I'm going to play the video. Let us watch the video first.
Is good and can be useful. But just as in the offline world, you also need to watch out for the occasional bandit. In the offline world, if a stranger offered you some candy, you'd know better than to take it. The same principle applies online. If someone offers you a discount coupon, asks you to take a survey to win a free smartphone, or tells you that you want a trip to Hawaii, you should be suspicious of the content and the intention behind it. Social engineering is a technical term for content that tricks you into revealing personal information, like your login details or credit card number. Social engineering attacks can happen over email, ads, or web pages. Some attacks can be pretty easy to spot. Remember the rich prince who wanted to transfer millions of dollars to your account? But others can be sophisticated and pretty convincing. So let's talk about some steps you can take to avoid online scams. One of the most common ways to trick users is through email. Social engineering emails look like they're from a legitimate source, but they're not. For example, an email may claim to be from a bank and say that your banking account has been compromised and that you must quickly email them your password to avoid having the money stolen. It's important to remember, never send personal information over email unless you're absolutely sure who you're sending it to. Attackers will use every trick in the book to make you believe that the address in an email is legitimate, faking the from address to make it look like it's from someone you know. So don't use the reply address in the message unless you are sure who the sender is, and don't click on links in the email. Instead, open a new window and type in the official website of the bank or company in question and find the contact address. Social engineering can also happen when you visit a web page. Scammers will generate a sense of urgency and create websites that look similar to sites that you already use. That's why, when visiting a web page, pay close attention to the page's URL, because attackers will often make this URL look similar to that of a genuine site. Before you enter any personal information on a web page, check the URL to make sure it starts with HTTPS and is preceded by a locked padlock icon. Other types of scams can trick you into downloading malware or unwanted software that may harm your device or steal your personal information. A website or an ad cannot detect if your machine is compromised. If you see a message while browsing saying that your computer is infected and asking you to download software, you should be suspicious. Remember to always download software from reputable sources. Now you know what social engineering is, as well as steps you can take to avoid online scams. And remember, if something looks too good to be true, it probably isn't.
So, dear audience, online scams have become very, very common in today's world. And like all these examples which you have seen just now, I think everyone must have suffered one or the other internet scam once in their lifetime. So we would like to know your experience of having been hacked or bullied or any kind of cyber scam has happened ever with you. So there is a small ice breaking activity which we are going to take on Mentimeter, and I'm going to send the link in the chat box, and I invite everyone to come and join us for this ice breaking activity. So the link is there in the chat box. Kindly join us for the Mentimeter activity. When you click on the link, you will be able to see the first question on your screen, and that is, have you ever faced any kind of cyber bullying or hacking or a scam? So I can see people have started answering the question. I'm waiting for all the participants to kindly answer and kindly participate with us in this activity. So the answers are increasing. Some people are saying yes, they have faced cyberbullying or cyber hacking. Some are saying no, they haven't ever experienced this. What is cyberbullying or what is cyber hacking or what is a scam? And some people are saying that they don't know if this would have happened with them, but they were not aware about these terms, like what cyberbullying is all about, what cyber hacking is all about, what is a scam. So, yes, I can see eight people have already answered, and most of the people are saying no, they have not faced cyberbullying, hacking, or scam. But these things have become very, very common these days. If you will talk to children or you will talk to your friends, you will come to know that how their account, email account, their Facebook account, their Instagram account is being hacked by some other child in the classroom, and they are putting such posts which are very, very obscene or vulgar, which can leave a bad digital footprint for the child in the digital world, in the cyber world. And even cyberbullying, that is, you are passing a negative comment on someone in the digital world, that is also happening. People are bullying each other in the digital world, and sometimes they are not able to bully the person, the child in the classroom, so they hack their Facebook account, Instagram account, and they do the cyberbullying over there. So these incidents have become very, very common. Now, the second question for those who have suffered the cyber scam in their life is that what type of cyber scam you have ever faced? Maybe you have faced a scam which is like cyber hacking or cyber bullying, or maybe you have faced something called phishing, or maybe you have faced something called smishing. So there are different words, vocabulary, which is being used in the digital world about what kind of scam you have faced in your life. So I'm waiting for the participants at the same link. Once you see the first question and then you go to the second question, the question comes. So someone is writing none, they have not faced any kind of scam. Yes, another person is writing that the person has suffered with phishing. Very good. I'm waiting for more answers to come, and I want to see what kind of scams you people have faced in your life, so that once we have learned from our mistakes, we are able to guide our children in a better way and make them super digital citizens who are aware of their rights, their responsibilities, their duties, and how they have to behave in the online world. And this is what this program is entirely composed of: making our students digitally smart, making our students digitally aware that what kind of footprints they are going to leave in the cyber world. And if you are not aware of these kind of words that we are talking about right now, don't worry. This is what the session is all about. We have planned this session to make all of you aware about what these terms mean and what actually is the incident which is happening with the person. Sometimes we only say that हमारे साथ we something wrong has happened, हमारे साथ धोखा हुआ है. These kind of words we use, but we don't know what is the exact vocabulary for what kind of cyber scam which has happened. So let us move on to that part, and let us make you aware about what kind of scams are happening in the online world. So let me just refresh my screen.
Very true, whatever Sumita has explained, dear audience, that these terms are there with us, and we have amongst us audience, Miss Kalpana Jha is there, who has written us that yes, she has faced phishing. So I would be glad if you will just, in simple words, just tell us if you would like, love to tell us so that our audience will understand that what is it about. Said so phishing, and we are here to tell you in our second module that what are these terms related to cyber security, which we need to tell it to our students so that they know. Some we have seen that some persons have written that we don't know. So uh, maybe whenever uh, we will tell you that this term is known as yes, this happened, so you will come to know that, yeah, you will recall कि yes, this happened to me also sometime. Okay, this is known as phishing. Okay, this is known as this. So today we are here to acquaint you with these terms. Yes, Sumita ma'am, please continue.
Yeah. Sorry, ma'am. I think I was thrown out of the meeting due to some internet issues.
It's
Is
okay,
my
it's okay.
screen visible, ma'am?
Yes,
Is
yes,
my
done.
screen visible? Yeah.
Yes ma'am.
So now, Mukta ma'am, I request you to make our audience aware about this specialized vocabulary which is used in the digital world.
Yes. So, dear audience, first of all, I would like to tell you that these vocabulary are very well given in our resources, which we have already shared with you. Again, we will be sharing with you the site which is already given by CBSE and Mahatattva to teach you with the students, like acquaint you. Now, what are these vocabulary? We have taken the important terms. First word is catfishing. So please write it in the chat box if you have heard this term catfishing. What is the meaning of catfishing? So if you'll read out, creating a fake identity or account online. You must have seen that some people, we have seen many movies regarding this also, that some people have created the fake identity or account online to trick people and make friends with them. That term is known as catfishing. So if you have seen it, kindly write yes in the chat box. This is known as catfishing. The next term is malicious. I hope most of you have heard this term, malicious. Malicious are the words or actions intended to be cruel or harmful. These words can also refer to as harmful software. We can basically malicious words is used for softwares, but it can be used for any person who can damage your device, account, or personal information. This is the term which is very commonly used in. Yes, somebody has very good. Kalpana ma'am has sent us the message, that email sent to me. Yes, definitely. So now you are also recalling that something malicious, something phishing, something, these terms have been, you are able to correlate it with your real world. Now, when you will give these examples to your students might come up with such options. If not, we have to guide our students that if something like this is happening, they have to be extra cautious about that. Next, next is phishing. So we have already seen in the chat box somebody has written that they have suffered with this phishing. It is what an attempt to scam you the trick into your own login or other personal information online. So online, if somebody is taking your personal information, then this is known as phishing. Phishing is done through email, social media, text ads and web pages which look similar to ones you are already used for. So like we have already told about digital footprinting, and we have explained you that whatever we are searching, either for 1 minute if you are searching digitally something, it is leaving the digital footprint on internet. So phishing is an attempt to steal the personal information from the web pages we are searching through emails, through social media ads only. Ma'am, you would like to elaborate on it?
Yes, ma'am, definitely. So sometimes there are some websites which ask for our email IDs, phone numbers, and also they ask for our residential address. So at that time, we don't realize that we are why we are giving our private information to them. But slowly and gradually, once you have logged in your information, then you see your inbox and your messages are all flooded with the messages coming from them, and you also get calls from the banks that you want so and so loan, or maybe you are looking for so and so interior designing websites if you have visited. So how do they come to know about this? This because we have shared our own information online. So this entire data which we are putting in the websites, it is being taken away from many of the companies, which they again disturb you a lot by calling you and by sending you spam mails and all that. So this is what the cyber scam is all about, which is called phishing. Over to you, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. So its next is smishing. Now, what is smishing? It is basically a scam that uses text message to trick you into doing something like share a login or other personal info, click on the link to a bad site or download bad software. There are like if I'll talk in the real world, then many of you will agree to this that nowadays it is becoming more and more common that text messages are coming to attract us, and when you click over is like they ask you that you have won this, you have won that this thing, and when you click on this that link, it will move to any bad site or any vulgar site, or like or to download set any of like that software which are not applicable, not appropriate for you, for the kids, or for your devices. Yes, ma'am. So, this is spear phishing. Spear phishing is a term which where an attacker targets you more specifically by using pieces of your own personal information. Now, I am asking everybody that if please tell us, please like discuss with us if you have been uh, targeted by anyone related to any of these terms. Spear phishing is somebody unknowingly calling you and telling you specifically your information, your personal information, so that you don't like come to know that this is phishing or this is a bad call or they it is not. I'll share my example too. It just happened 3 days ago that a call came to me. The person was aware about my name, my husband's name, my husband's profession. And he told me that your husband has given me your number and asked me to deposit 10,000 in your account. So kindly tell me where I like through which mode shall I transfer, whether through Paytm or through phone pay. So I gave him the option of phone pay. He sent me a link and told me that click on this link and you will get the money. I have said that why should I click on this link to get the money? But he replied, "Ki This is a merchant account. So when you will click on this account, we need in the merchant account we need to create the vouchers, and like when you will click over this account, the money will be credited to your account. Now, being an IT person, the HOD of my school, the technical person dealing in technical department from so many years, I did that mistake and I clicked over that, and my money actually got deducted. This happened really with me 3 days ago. So please remember, never do such type of, never indulge in such trap. People are doing such things, giving, telling you any of your personal information. Yes. So I hope, with my example, many of you will be become safe. Yes, ma'am. So now
Yeah,
this
ma'am,
is
definitely, ma'am.
next is deceptive. This is false, an action or message designed to fool, trick, or lie to someone. This term is known as deceptive. Deceptive news is that news that intentionally lies or distorts the truth. Like in social media, we see many of the person without knowing the originality that this news is true or not. We are just flouting it because it came to us. We are forwarding it forward. So we, as an educator, have to understand. Don't do it, and then to educate our students.
Yes, definitely, ma'am.
This is clickbait. What is the meaning of clickbait? I hope, like most of you must have heard this word. Content that attackers' attention and could push you to click on a link to a certain site by using interesting formatting or catchy phrases. You have won this. Just see, you have won this thing. Oh wow, you have won 5,000 rupees. You have won a gift voucher. These are the tricks. Never indulge in such things. These are all frauds, and this type of activity is known as clickbait. Yes, ma'am, please continue.
Okay, ma'am. So many interesting terms you have informed us, and I think this is really important in today's world when mobile, tablet, computer has become our second, you can say, life partner. Because without mobile, without a laptop, without a tablet, no one is able to survive in today's world. So if we are not aware about these terms, then definitely we can fall into the trap, and then I think there is no option than just repenting. There is no other option, like you are sharing your real life example that how your money has been stolen and you are yourself into ICT department. So if this can happen with you, what about common man who is not into teaching or ICT tool, or they are not aware of these kind of scams? Then definitely it is going to create a lot of trouble and challenges for the person. So let us quickly have a assessment, a formative assessment, and see that actually how many of these terms our audience are able to recall. So we are going to play a game here, and I request Mukta ma'am to kindly share her screen and make us all play a game based on these terms, and let us do some ice breaking session to enjoy and see that how we are able to analyze and how we are able to increase our knowledge about it. So, ma'am is going to share a link in the chat box, and this is a Kahoot game. I hope many of you have already played a lot of Kahoot games with your students, especially during the online classes. So, today we all will become students, and we will see how much we have imbibed about these vocabulary which Mukta ma'am has just introduced. So, if you are a player who would like to join with the code, so the game pin is flashing on the screen. You can join with the game code. It is 476027. So you have to go to the website. Kahoot.it is the name of the website, and you have to type the game pin. And ma'am is very very kind and generous. She is also giving the link in the chat box. You can also click on the link, and directly you can join the Kahoot game, everyone. So we are waiting for the players to
Yes,
join
I'm
us.
waiting.
So
Yes, dear audience. If you're working through mobile, you need to just click on the link, or if you're working through desktop, also you can open this link in the other tab and work with it.
I think Mukta ma'am, right now, I think right now people are not ready to play the game with us.
Okay, so we have received, ma'am. Gamings, everybody love gaming, ma'am. Everybody will love to play
Yeah.
game.
Yes, now people have started joining us. I can see 5 people have already joined us. That's
Yes,
great. They
yes.
are
So
ready
I'm
to
just,
take up the challenge. They are ready to take up the challenge that how many terms they actually
yes.
remember.
Yeah, this thing you have to do with your kids also. That when you will teach, you have to tell them, like you have to judge them. You have to take formative assessment. That are they listening or not to your terms? That's what we are doing. Yes. So let us start. I'm just starting the game. I'm sorry. I think some network issue is there. It's just connecting. So this is the first question. Words or actions intended to be cruel or hurtful. What is this term known as? You just have 30 seconds to answer. Words or actions intended to be cruel or hurtful. So what is this answer? What is we call it? What we call it? You just have 30 seconds to answer each question. So, oh wow, this is people have given correct answers. This term is malicious. Okay, thank you. Thank you, everyone. And Anju Gandhi has. This is like you must be aware that Kahoot will give the correct answer plus with the time who has given the fastest answer. That will be the most highest scorer. Now, the next question. Creating a fake identity or account online to trick people. What is it known as? Creating a fake identity or account online to trick people. What is it known as? Come on. Phishing, or catfishing. What is it known as? Oh, let's see the scoreboard. So, very good. This is catfishing, and six of you have given the right answer. Good going. Sumita ma'am, they have learned it very well, I must say.
Yes, ma'am. I am also
So,
so
Miss
shocked to
Anju
see
Gandhi is
that
still on the
people are,
top.
yeah, people are playing so well.
Yeah, content that attracts attention and could push you to click on a link to a certain site. What is it known as? Come on. Content that attracts attention and could push you to click on the link to a certain site. So here we go with the answers, with the podium. It is clickbait. So very good. Vidya has the highest answer streak of 3. Wow. Buck up, everyone. So here comes the next question. An attempt to scam you or trick you into sharing your login or other personal information online. What's it known as? An attempt to scam you or trick you into sharing your login or other personal information online. What is it known as? Phishing, malicious. Hurry up. Here we goes with the podium. This is phishing. Up to 3 places. Rina is the highest climber. Very good. Next question. Second last question. Scam that uses text messages to trick you into doing something like share a login or other personal info. A scam that uses text messages to trick you into doing something like share a login or other personal info. Smishing, malicious phishing. Very close to each other terms. 6 seconds to go, 5 seconds. Wow, very good. Let's see the scoreboard. So Shalini ma'am is on the top right now. So here goes the last question. A phishing scam where an attacker attacks you more specifically by using pieces of your own personal information. I hope this everybody will answer correctly. A phishing scam where an attacker targets you more specifically by using pieces of your own personal information. And the last one. This is the last question of today's session. Good. So let's see the results. And this is the podium. Congratulations to all the winners and thanks a lot everyone for joining up this Kahoot session.
Wow, it was indeed a fun game, ma'am. If I think we will play such games with our children also. If not in the offline classroom, it is possible. We can create a game for them, and all the children can play
Yes.
during the evening time and learn these vocabulary. Then definitely it will be a great experience, learning experience from teachers, that we are giving some information which is really going to benefit them in their life, and it is going to instill the digital citizenship skills in our children, which we are talking about today. Isn't it, ma'am?
Yes,
It was a wonderful session.
definitely.
Thank you for planning that game. Very
I
nice.
hope you all have enjoyed this game, and so do our students. Yes, I have actually played many Kahoots in my class, and the students really love this game. So
Yes. So, ma'am,
Okay.
now let us talk about another problem which we face in the online world. That sometimes we are not able to decide that whether a piece of information given is real or fake. Do you also face this issue sometime in the online world,
Yes,
Mukta,
definitely.
ma'am?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
So,
definitely.
yeah. So let us talk about that. That when we are online and we are looking for games and some web pages, or maybe I want to download some app from Play Store. So sometimes it sounds very fabulous, the kind of attractive offers they are giving, the discounts they are giving, and they are giving lot of material for free also. But maybe it is a fake site, and sometimes we get fooled and we make sure that we are not trapped into it, but somehow we get trapped into it, and later we come to know when money gets deducted from our account, or some of the personal information is revealed, or our id is hacked, and some wrong posts are being put on our social media profile. So this is again one of the biggest cyber scam which is happening. So we have to make our children aware about all these information, because generally children, especially while playing online games, they pay the money also using parents credit card or debit card, where a lot of information is getting shared. And there is also a page which I have seen that the card information gets saved forever in that particular portal, and auto debiting of the money takes place. So these kind of issues are very very scary and very very dangerous. So with the help of examples, let us teach our audience today that how they can decide that what kind of messages are real or what kind of messages are fake. So another very beautiful activity we have designed for all the participants to join us, and it is on our favorite tool, Google tool, that is Jamboard. So again, we are sharing one link in the chat box, and I request all the people here to join us for this particular activity also, so that you can make yourself aware about that whether these kind of real or fake messages, how to deal them if we come across them, what is the issue, and how to trace it out. So we have shared one link in the chat box. You have to join this link, click on the link of the Jamboard, and you will be able to see this beautiful dashboard which is called Jamboard. And we have put one picture showing you a message from any website. It may be a advertisement, maybe it is something you can call email you have received in your email box. So how do you think this message is going to help us in understanding that whether these messages are real or fake? So if you think this message is real, you have to just drag this sticky note and put into your this box. But if you think this is a fake message, then you have to drag this sticky note and you have to put it in here. And so these are the sticky notes. So all of you can use these sticky notes and you can drag it. So we are waiting for our participants to join us for this Jamboard activity. I hope, Mukta ma'am, the link is visible to our participants.
Yes, ma'am, it's visible. Yes,
Yes.
yes, it's
So we,
visible. And
yeah, so
I
people have
am looking
started
that
joining.
people have started joining. Yes, yes, yes.
Yes. So you don't have to worry about that what has to be done. You just drag the sticky notes into the this pink box and tell us that this mail has been received from someone saying a big thank you from Owl Cinemas for you unlimited membership so far. We are writing to remind you that your initial 12-month membership with us is almost complete. We hope that you had an amazing year of film at Owl Cinemas, and because you have been such a loyal member, we will shortly be upgrading you to our premium membership. So, if you get this kind of message, do you think this message is a fake message or this message is a real message? So, somebody has asked it, written it is a real message. Somebody is saying it's a fake message. Similarly, now we have a second situation for all of you. And here you see there is a page, a web page, and it is asking for your email and your password. So we request the audience to tell us that if you get this kind of message from someone where you have to enter your personal information, your email, your password, and sometimes the password is being asked where no hidden component is there. Your password is not hidden. And there is no I like icon which is revealing your password to only you, but your password is visible to everyone. So you have to be really, really conscious about it, that whether this website is actually a real one or it is a fake one. Similarly, third example here is there for you where you have an advertisement by a donut shop. So once you are participating in the Jamboard activity, just use the this icons which are given on the top where you can flip and move on to the next question. You can see the next frame. You can see the here arrow is there towards the right and towards the left. So once you are participating in the activity, you can just drag your sticky notes saying that do you think it is real or do you think it is fake. And these kind of advertisements especially, they create a lot of curiosity for the participants, for the audience, and sometimes they get so attracted with the material being given free by the company. But we do not have to every time believe that whether these kind of advertisements are real or these kind of advertisements are fake. Another example you see on frame 4 is that there is some mail where it is asking that it looks like you are signing into your account from a new location. So you have got a message by your company through which you are accessing the email services like Google or Microsoft or maybe any other Yahoo. These are few examples to give you. So just so we know this, that you and someone trying to hijack your account, please complete this quick verification. Learn more. So in the verification, they're asking your phone number. In the verification, they're asking for your address. So you have to be really, really careful that whether these this type of message is real or this type of message is fake. Who has sent this particular email? Don't just put your information anywhere. Please read it. Similarly, this frame shows that you are playing an online game and you get this message: click here for 1000 bonus coins to upskill your 7 levels. And you click it without realizing that why they are giving me 1000 coins free, what the damn thing I have done to them. So please use your mind and use your wisdom before you actually fell into the trap. And this is what we have to make our children aware about. So many people have already done the activity. They have typed fake. There somebody is writing also here that a message comes from a company, a snicker sale, that congrats, you are a winner and your credit card number has been chosen. Enter the 3 digits of your credit card number. So if you put the information here, then you may be into a trap. So this is very, very dangerous. This is what we wanted to tell all of you through this activity, that before doing any action on the internet world, in the internet, in the digital world, you have to be really, really cautious. Now, let us show you one more problem, the upcoming problem which the children these days are facing due to the online gaming through this video.
Package ready for delivery. Marked at EC. Friendly care package on the way. Hey, good game. Want to play another?
Can't. It's getting late and I've got school tomorrow.
Me too. How old are you?
14. You?
13. But I'm going to be 14 in 2 weeks. I can't wait for my birthday. Whereabouts do you live?
Southampton. How come?
Me too. You should come over to my house so we can play together sometime.
I'll get
I'll
my
get my
dad
dad
to
to come
pick
pick
you
you
up.
up.
Lucy, what are you doing up there?
Just gaming with my friends.
So these things are very, very common where we think that something is fishy, but we generally give our personal information to the other person without realizing that who is the other person in the online world who is asking us to play games with them. And this is a thing which is happening with the children these days. So we have to be really, really cautious about it. And we have to empower our children about this, that how they don't have to reveal their information to anyone else in the online world. So we also have to teach our children and ourselves also, not only children. We have to create strong passwords. Whenever we create a password, we must balance it by using capital letter, small letter, number, special character. Although it is very difficult to remember those passwords, but it will actually help us to secure our information. And wherever possible, in your WhatsApp, in your email, please go to the privacy section of the settings and switch on the two-step verification. So two-step verification is the verification privacy setting which allows you to protect your information. And after every this single sign up that you do in your email, you whenever you sign in from a new this device from different places, it will ask you to confirm whether you are going to sign in your Gmail or it's is it someone else. So they send a verification code on your messages, on your text message. Sometimes they send you some notification through your Bluetooth, and you have to simply tap on the number to match it which is coming on your screen. So these kind of steps have been created by various software which is called two step verification, which is very, very important for us to realize that we have to be safe in the internet world. Otherwise we can fall into the trap which is being created by so many predators who are sitting there to scam us, to do phishing with us, to do smear phishing with us, all the internet terms which have been made aware to us by Mukta ma'am today. And now I would like to request Mukta ma'am to kindly acquaint our audience through the Google site the resources that have been curated for module 2 and 3 so that they can take up this lesson with their classroom. So I'm going to open the Google site resources which have been already shared with our audience. Mukta ma'am, are you able to see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so ma'am, I'm going to show the resources. You can please explain about the second and third module to our participants.
Yes, we have already shared this site, and I'll again share the link of this site in the comment section. So, this is the second module which we had covered today. You will get all your resources here, which you can use in your classrooms, like the resources PDF is here, the slide deck is here, and this is the PDF. Don't fall or fake. We have already discussed all the key terms of this don't fall and fake, and you have to now teach your kids about that. So, this is the site and resources, and
Mukta ma'am,
module
would you
3
like
is
to
also.
Mukta ma'am, would you
I'll
like to
share.
share screen from your
Yeah, yeah,
site?
I'll share. I'll share. I'll share. Is it
Okay,
visible, ma'am?
ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am, it is visible.
So this is the resources. This module one we have covered in day one of our session. This is which we had covered today, unit two. Don't fall and fake. Here are all the resources. I'll just click over quickly one by one. This is the PDF with which you can teach your students all the keywords, vocabulary, You should tell each and every meaning of these vocabulary to your kids. All the activities which you have to do with your kids are also there. You can do any one, any two of your choice to teach students these terms. It's not compulsory that you have to do these activities also. We have given you few examples. You can frame your own activities. It's absolutely up to you. This is the interactive slide deck of unit 2, that is module 2. Install PeerTag into your Chrome. Use it. It's a very interesting slide deck. It's already there. You do not have to create your slide deck. You can teach it from here only. Then we have very interesting game internet, which you can ask your students to play with it. You can give this link to your students and they can play it. Yes, but we can ask our students to first finish up the resources, finish up the assessment, and then you can share so that at least the students are learning something. Now, as Sumita has already explained you to how to keep the strong password. This is a part of unit 3 of this resources, that secure your secrets by putting very strong passwords. Your passwords should not be easy to guess, like we are just keeping our date of birth, our children date of birth or their year. Kindly do not keep that. Secure your passwords and make it as a combination of upper letters, lower letters, symbols, numbers. Example is already given there. Do not share the same password on multiple sites. This is another a very well said catch up for us, for our students also. And again, the same thing, the PDF is there, which contains all the vocabulary for securing your secrets. An interactive site is there. You can use it. You can make a copy of this slide deck and share it with your students. Show it with your students without making your own. You can even add, when you are making a copy of it, you can add whatever you want, an extra thing you want according to your students requirement to this slide deck only. Vocabulary only, you want the vocabulary page, this is the only vocabulary page. It's the beauty of this site that it has everything separately. Whatever you want, just click over there and the vocabulary list is there. Take out the printout of it, give it to the students. And again, at the end of the module, it's a very interesting game, Intelligent Tower of Treasure. Coming to the assessments, after doing the resources, this is second and third module we have covered today. Next, fourth and fifth module will be covered in our next session, that is day 3. Assessments option we have already told you, reminding you, you need to teach your 100 students, you will to train your 100 students. Each of the child has to do all these assessments, and then you and your 100 students will get the certificate. You need to upload the list of those 100 students name and their classes with your a small video while taking the sessions or taking these assessments. Yes, anything left, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for explaining the all the resources which are available on Google site. It is really a very good curation of resources so that our educators who have to implement the program, they do not have to worry about developing the lessons. You don't have to worry about developing the activities. You simply have to follow and you have to implement and use the resources which are given here on the Google site. Play games with your children, do quiz with your children, do poster making activity, role play activity. So you need not worry about that how I have to teach a particular value to my children. So we are also trying our best to play few games with you. So, like if you today remember, we have played one Kahoot quiz with you, we have played a Jamboard activity with you. Similarly, you can also think of what easily I can do with my children to make this value imbibed in my children without making them realize that we are studying. We don't have to make them realize that we are studying. It should be in a fun way. And that is what the program is named as, that you have to be internet awesome. So once you are clear with the concepts with the cyber world, then we are able to nurture the digital citizens in a better way and give them a better life so that they are not trapped into these kind of scams which we have studied today. And we are looking forward to all the audience joining us for the last session, that is on Saturday, 13th August, where we will be covering up the last two modules in a fun way, like we have done today, to give you ideas, to give you resources, to give you the platform that yes, we are the teachers and we are going to shape a better future for our learners. So, thank you so much for everyone joining today for the session today. It was really inspiring and engaging to see so many educators joining on the holiday time, in the evening time, when you would have the option to take rest, but you are engaging yourself into something because you want to shape up the better future for our country. So, thank you once again from the bottom of our heart. And we are signing off for today. And I can see Panna ma'am is also joining us. Good evening, Panna ma'am.
Good
Hello,
evening, Pranam.
Hello, ma'am. How are you?
are you able to listen?
Yes,
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 ma'am.
ma'am. You are
Yes, ma'am.
perfectly audible. Thank you for joining us. We missed you today in the
Yeah.
session.
Yeah, I'm really very sorry, audience and everyone. I'm like due to some emergency, I was just out. So
Yes, that's
I hope you must all have learned today a lot in this session, and all must have already with the resources what we have shared with you, and you must have gone through all the resources as well, and just planned out your sessions for the student to be taken with the students. And I hope you have tightened your seat belts to get ready to get the as the ambassador's certification very soon.
Yes, definitely, ma'am. Thank you so
definitely.
much,
So
ma'am, for
don't
joining
forget
us.
to, I have shared the attendance link. Don't forget to fill up the attendance link. Yes. And thank you so much for joining, everyone. And we love the audience that you have just, like the kids, you have played with us all the games which we had played. And very engaging sessions. Thank you very much. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.